Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. We are here to do part 4 of this lovely owl page from Mystic Art Mirrors, and it is from her latest book, Into the Wild. So if you haven't already, if you're new to my channel and this is your first time, there are 3 other parts to this available to check out. And yeah, so the last time we did the owl, and I got to admit, I was really pleased with how he came out. Don't mind me, I'm just fiddling while I'm talking. I was really happy with how he turned out. And that's always a nice result. That's always a pleasant result when you do something that you maybe didn't think you could do, and you do it, and it feels really good. So we're now going to start with the leaves. We'll work our way through, we'll get as far as we can. And I've already pulled out some colors that I think I might want to use. So let's go. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. All of the supplies that I'm using in this video are listed in the description box down below, along with links to many of the coloring supplies that I love to use. So you can check that out if you would like. Okay, so this is Ivory. And let's just do one at a time to start. So let's see, what do I want to do here? We'll wait on that. Let's do some earth green yellowish. And let me zoom in here. And I'm gonna have to push my page up a little bit to make sure I stay in frame. So this will be interesting to see if we can't get enough of the yellow tones into the rest of the page. Yellow, terracotta, we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and put some light yellow ochre in a few places here. Right here. And then permanent green olive. Chrome green oxide. So on my leaves, I always like to have the center of the leaf as the darkest spot. Well, I shouldn't say always, but often, to kind of try and give it the illusion that the leaf is, shaped like a leaf. Okay, let's do some burnt ochre. I'm not sure about this earth green. I want to see what it does. that adds another shade of color, so I don't mind that too much. You might have to add some more green into that though. This one maybe. Let's do some Burnt Umber. I think I like that. This is the Earth Green Yellowish. I kind of wish I had, you know, there's certain colors that I use all the time in my Prismas that I always kind of like want to go to. And one of those is for leaves. And now I can't think of the name of it, like a dummy. I hate it when that happens. The brain just stops working. Okay, I would like to find a color here, so give me a second because I feel like something's weird here. Where did I put that? Nope, I'm flipping through back to Prismas. Don't want to be there. I want to be here. Chartreuse. Chartreuse is the color that I like to use, and lime peel. So I have these couple of colors from Polys, from the Polys. And I'm wondering if this Cadmium Yellow Lemon might do the same thing as the lime peel and the chartreuse. They just both seem to really brighten up. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna use this. They both seem to just really brighten up a leaf and the greens. So I'm gonna throw that into the mix of colors. And let's just keep going. So ivory down the center of the leaf for the highlight. Earth green yellowish. Sometimes if the leaves are really small, you can't, it's hard to maintain that super light highlight in the center. But you don't always need it. Sometimes you can just not worry about it. Permanent green olive. Let's make sure we get our light yellow ochre on here. Maybe we'll just do one bit on this leaf. And let's go ahead and do the burnt ochre. Alrighty, what do we want? We want chrome oxide green. And let's just go ahead and put the cadmium yellow lemon on before we do the brown. And then Burnt Umber right down the center. And here for the shadows a little bit. I like it. Ivory. Earth green, yellowish. I do tend to like the yellow, the more yellowy greens. I don't know why, but I do. All right, let's get our what is this again? Light yellow ochre? Maybe we'll do this. I want to try and make the leaves look a little different on each one. Burnt ochre. Permanent green olive. All right, let's see. This is that earth green. What I wanted for some of these, excuse me, for some of these leaves was kind of a, something similar to the jade green and the celadon green from Prismacolor, and I thought that maybe this would do it, but it's really not. But there isn't anything else even close to those, so I'm just going to let it go, and maybe we'll use this straight. Maybe we'll use this on the different kind of leaf. So let's put some cadmium lemon yellow. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. And chrome oxide green. Feel like I'm wondering what I can do to make these look a little bit different. I mean, they're the same kind of leaf, so I guess they wouldn't be that different from each other, but I don't know. This is Burnt Umber. Ivory. me brighten up that highlight a little bit. Nope, not really. Well, I will say one of the things, I do like this paper, but one of the things that I love so much about that tan cardstock that I've been using is how easy it is to add light colors over the top. And they just still just pop. And I do like that. I miss that when I'm working with white paper. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back here just for a minute and evaluate if I like where this is going. I think that I do. I'm wondering if I want to introduce another color into this. And it's still green, and you might not even make a difference, but I have this May green that I pulled out. So again, Ivory down the center. Just for kicks, I'm going to try this May green. I get my kicks in strange places. I'm going to try this instead of the yellow, earth green yellowish. We're going to try this. A little bit of light yellow ochre. Again, I think just one on this one. And burnt ochre. And before I keep going, I'm going to take this burnt umber and add some of this to the tips of the yellow. I think I did that on this one already. Okay. So now, do I want to go olive or straight to chrome? I'm going to go straight to chrome green oxide. And cadmium lemon yellow. It's not making a lot of difference in the look of the leaf, but maybe just enough of a difference. I'm also wondering if I bring in like juniper green. Juniper green has a little bit of bluiness to it. For like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's not as yellow of a green. 79. So just, let's see what that does. Oh, I kind of like that. One of the things that I don't like about doing leaves is that it seems to get kind of repetitive. And, you know, where they're all looking this, you know, I don't want it to just, oh, I like that. I don't want it to look like just a green blob. I like lots of color variation in my leaves. Oh, I like that a lot. That really made those leaves look a lot richer. So for this little one, I think I'm going to not do the white because I don't think I'll be able to maintain it very well. So that was cadmium lemon yellow. And maybe we go straight for this Juniper Green and see what that does. And I don't think I'm going to put any brown tones in this one. We'll keep this one kind of new and fresh. But I do want it to get darker down the center, so I will use my Burnt Umber just down the center there like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Now the question is, what color do we do these? Let's try, we can always erase if I hate it. Let's try this earth green in the center. And then the Juniper Green. And I'm going to sharpen this. What do I think of that? It's almost not light enough in the center. I'm going to take my Prisma White and do that down the center. I'm thinking on the next ones. Do we have any more of those? Yeah, there's a couple up here. I might not do that earth green, and I might just do white in the center and the juniper. Okay, so let's go up here. Where were we? Ivory. I'm going to zoom in again. Okay, sorry about my ugly hands, fingernails. Everybody's been sick around here, and between me being sick and the gal that does my nails got sick. She's been out for quite a while. What do I want here? Let's do May Green. So I haven't gone. But I have an appointment today. Yay! So I can get that taken care of. Okay, let's do olive. Permanent green olive. Oh, don't let me forget that yellow. So we want to bring some of that up here too. Light yellow ochre, not olive, ochre. Burnt ochre. You will not get a coloring video from me without hearing my dog barking. It doesn't seem to... Yeah, he's been doing it a little bit more lately now that I think about it. It's been a little annoying. Chrome green oxide. But, I'm working all day, busy doing stuff, And he's bored. I feel bad because I'm sure he is bored. Okay, should we do a little bit of this Juniper Green too? And I feel like, didn't I have a really dark? Well, I used that already and it didn't. This is Chrome Green Oxide again, and then let's just do the brown because that seems to be what takes it to the darkness that I want down that center. And what color do I want to do that? Do a little bit of this. What was that? Earth green, yellowish. And let's do a little bit of this Juniper Green. Now here, I probably should have left this a little bit lighter. That's better. Okay. We'll do a little ivory. Little earth green, yellowish. Light yellow ochre. Burnt ochre. Permanent green olive. But what do I want? I don't know. This maybe. Okay. Burnt Umber right down the center, and a little bit of Cadmium Lemon Yellow. Okay. Let's do these two together. So, Ivory. A little bit of ivory here. I think I'm going to do May green. Light yellow ochre. Burnt ochre. Still not completely familiar with the color names. All right, now what? Let's do permanent green olive. And let's get some of that Juniper Green on here. And then Chrome Oxide Green. Cadmium Lemon Yellow. And Burnt Umber. I think I missed the cadmium yellow over here. Okay. Now, what did I say I was going to do there? I was going to do Juniper Green with white down the middle. Let's see if that's... And I'm wondering if I think just adding another layer at the base of the same color will darken it. Although I might want to do black. I might want to do brown on the tips of these. I don't know. I feel like it needs something. What does it need? Let's try black. Let's do that over here too. Like that. Yep, I do. Okay. On we go. Ivory. I'm gonna do earth green yellowish. Probably should do the yellow first. You know what? I'm going to, because otherwise, let's do light yellow ochre. And I'm feeling the need to sharpen. Let's just go ahead and lay that on here as well. Okay, back to earth green yellowish. And permanent green olive. keep turning my paper, it's going to be upside down. All right. Let's see. What do I want to do? Juniper. Chrome green. Let's go ahead and put some juniper green in here. Chrome green, chrome oxide green. Cadmium lemon yellow. That really helps to make it look like it's bright, considering that I keep covering up my highlight. And this is the white, and it's not really, I don't think it's really doing much. It's really not. That's okay. Burnt Umber. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in here too. Okay, I think we missed Burnt Ochre. We did. It's better. Let's see, this is missing some color. Okay, I'm going to take my black. Oh, that's not black. Didn't I take out my black? I know I did. Yep, there it is. Okay, there's my black. I'm going to take my black, and I'm going to try and shade or shadow where these roses are. just these, huh? And on these, can't remember. I think we had our highlight kind of coming from, not our, you know, our light source coming from straight on. So I'm not sure how much of this would be. I know I want this to be some shading. It looks like I got a little carried away with my green right here and got some of it on his feathers. Let's see if I can get that off. Fabulous. Isn't that a commercial? That was a commercial here in the States. The girl said that. Fabulous. Okay, we need some shadows on the flower. A little heavier under here. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I think I'm going to go in and I'm going to hang a sheet up in front of the big picture window when I film. And then we won't have this problem. Alrighty. Oh, nope, that's I think, I don't know. Is that a tattoo on her neck or is that just these leaves peeking out? That is a good question. It looks like tattoos on her fingers, so that might be a little neck tattoo. But you know what? We could still do it in the same color, I think. What did we use for that? Juniper. Let's do that. Because really, I don't think it makes a difference whether it's the leaf peeking out or a tattoo on her neck. We're going to do it the same way. So let's throw a little bit of brightness on there with this cadmium yellow. Okay, I like as we work on elements, I like kind of seeing the picture fill in. Okay, so since we're working on leaves and we're finished with these, let's figure out what colors we want to do on her fingers. I'm leaning towards like May green or earth green yellowish. So May green, they're so close. Earth green yellowish is just a little bit greener and a little bit less yellow. So let's do that. She's already got some black leaves, so these are just and then she's got these little I don't want to call them, they're little, you know, like a little, I don't know what that is, a chevron, I guess, or something of that sort. So we have to decide what color we want that to be on her finger. I'm going to draw another line here. So now she's got one on all three fingers. Now what color do we want that to be? Green or pink or black I mean, those are kind of only those are our only color choices really, because I don't want yellow and I don't want to bring in another random color. So I think we're going to do green, because if we do pink or red, it's going to just disappear. I'm going to try Juniper Green and see about that. That works for me. All right, that works. Okay, so next will be, we could do the tassel here, the beads and tassels. So all of this, I think, is what we'll work on next. Okay, so we're going to work on these big beads and tassels next. And I was thinking that I would like to bring some of the browns and the that Caput Mortem that we used in the owl. So I think I'm going to treat these big beads that she's wearing around her neck like they're maybe wood beads. And so to do that, we're going to use, let's see, those are for the tassels. So to do that, we're going to start with some ivory to keep the shine going on the beads. And I'm not sure. So there's a bunch that are different, Now that I'm looking at it, I'm going, okay, it almost looks like there's 2 rows, but I can't. I think we'll just do it a little at a time and figure it out as we go. So we put cream down first. Then I'm going to do Caput Mortem Violet. I'm just going to start on any one. I don't think it matters. Zoom in. Sometimes I forget to do that. How's that? Okay. So, Caput Mortem Violet. Leaving that ivory there to catch the light. Then Caput Mortem. We're just going to keep building up the color. Let's try some walnut brown. We're going to stay on the very outer edge and kind of the bottom, maybe 3/4. I think we're going to need more of the Caput Mortem Violet. We want to have that center be light, but I don't think we want it to be as light as it was. That's getting a little bit better. And I think we'll blend it with the ivory. And that should give me the look I want. Yes. Okay. So a little bit more Caput Mortem. and then black. The black is going to go just on the bottom. For now. Yeah, I like that. I like how it pulls the color from up here down into her necklace. So that is what we're going to do. Okay, so Caput Mortem Violet. Make sure I'm not covering up with my hand. Caput Mortem. A little bit more of the violet. And blend with the cream. A little more violet. Walnut brown. Nope. Yes, walnut brown. Black. We're going to have to decide what we're going to do with these little ones that are in between. I'm not sure what color I want to do on those yet, so we'll just keep going. I think I put cream on that one already, so Caput Mortem. I think that was supposed to be Caput Mortem Violet, but I don't think it really makes any difference. They're pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and use the cream. Walnut brown. And black. Okay, I put cream on this one already, so we can go ahead and do this one. Regular Caput Mortem. Blend with cream. Nope, not cream. I know I keep saying cream. It's Ivory. Walnut brown. And black. All right, I want to go ahead and do this one. So that one's the ivory. I'm going to sharpen my... Oh, I sharpened it right into breaking. I don't know if that was my sharpener or not. It might be. All right, I'm going to shut this off so I can fix my sharpener, and I'll be right back. That was an easy fix. Where was I? Caput Mortem Violet. And get these in my hand. I like it better. Caput Mortem. Blend with ivory and black. I'm seeing some things that I want to change on here. Her hair, I don't remember what color I used on this, but I feel like this needs to be dark right here against the edge, because I don't think that would be getting any highlight. So I just want to darken that up. That's going to be all in shadow. So there we go. Okay, did we add the black to all the beads that we want to? I got distracted. I think so. Okay. So let me zoom out a little bit. I think I'm going to do this set of beads in color. I think we're going to do the beads that are wrapped around her wrist in a color, I think. I'm not sure what color beads I want to do in between the tassels. So for right now, I'm going to leave the beads. And I'm going to treat these like I can envision it as, even though there won't be any detail there, it was wrapped. You know, it was a wrap to do these tassels, and I'm going to do it in this earth green yellowish. So whether it's a bead or a wire wrap, I don't know, you know, a string wrap, but I think we're going to do this in green. Is that all of them? No, right here. Okay, and then the tassels, I'm going to do a little sharpening. The tassels I'm going to do with this ivory at this widest point. I'm going to treat them kind of like I would treat hair. So, kind of highlight in the center. And then I think I'm going to do this raw umber. A sharp pencil is always good for anything that looks like string or hair. Did I tell you what this was? This is raw umber. think I said. All right. This is Burnt Sienna. And I'm just doing that at the very top of the tassel. I think that once we get a background on here, that will show up a lot more. So we're doing those colors. Let's do that for the tassel portion of this as well. Raw umber. It really is kind of just like doing hair. Now this is going to be a little bit darker, so we'll go ahead and fill that in. This will be a little bit darker. Okay, Burnt Sienna. Not sure if that's the right. Might want to use a different brown for the darker bits on this big one. Let's take walnut brown. And I think black right under. I think right there. In there. Okay. I'm debating as I'm looking here if I want to just darken the lash line. I don't want to mess with this up here because she's done such a beautiful job of giving us these lovely long lashes, but I'm just feeling like this right along the lash line needs. That's good. Okay, I'm really starting to feel good about this page. Oh, you know what? I think, do I want to treat that as a bead or as part of the tassel? I don't know. I might have to think about that for a little bit. So, how are we on time? I'm going to take a break, check the time, and we'll decide what to do from there. Okay, so I want to finish up all of the beads in this video. So we're going to keep going, and that's that. So I had a little bit to eat and had some time to stare at the page and kind of figure out what colors I felt like I wanted to do. So I'm actually going to, I pulled out my color chart because, again, I find this a super valuable tool. And I've said before in some other videos that I made this blank chart. And so if anybody wants it, it's a lot larger of squares than most of the pre-printed, pre-made color charts are. Just send me a message on my Facebook page or on Instagram. The Facebook page is Coloring Art by Karen Valentine, and the Instagram page is just Art by Karen Valentine. And if you shoot me a message and send me your email address in that message, then I will send you the blank color chart for you to do your own charts with. So this is the tool that I use as I'm building a color scheme on a page. So because this page took a slightly different turn than I maybe thought, where the colors on the owl went much more orange, having this has been very, very, very helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use this burnt carmine as the beads on her wrist. I could, and I'm also, I think, going to do the dark red as the mushrooms. So, I mean, really, these colors in here are kind of how it's turning out to be. It's kind of the color scheme that it's turning out to be, plus the green. So I think that they all look really nice together. So I'm going to go with that and not stress about it too much. So I'm going to do burnt carmine, and after we get that on, if I feel like I can add some more red tones into it, then I will. And then that will give us kind of our three pinky red tones. Well, I mean, if you count that as 2, then it would be 4, but I still think it'll be okay. So I'm going to do the beads with burnt carmine. I pulled out Indian red, but I might wind up pulling out the dark red if I feel like it needs a little something. So I think we'll go ahead and do these just like we did this. So we're going to add a little bit of this ivory to the top center of the beads, and I'll just do like one row at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. So this row, we'll go ahead and put that ivory down. And then the burnt carmine. that's where I ended. Okay, so this is India Red, and I chose it because it still has a little bit of a orange undertone, a little bit kind of terracotta-y. I love to make up words. But I thought, you know, maybe that would be a good choice. So we'll see. It's hard to tell because part of me is like, oh, it's too close to the color of these beads. But I'm thinking if we add other colors in here that it might be okay. I'm hoping that that's the case. This is the burnt carmine again. And I think I'm going to treat that strand as a different color as well. So maybe we can kind of get a, I don't know, a gypsy feel in all of her various colored beads. Okay, part of me feels like I do want to try adding some red. Dark red. Where is my dark red? That is number 28. Okay, so dark red's the color that I think I'm going to use for the mushrooms. So I'm just going to do that on one bead. It's not a huge difference, but I think I like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it. Kind of mostly to the bottom. And let's blend out this highlight here. Okay, I think I like it. Once we do the rest of them, I think it'll be good. So I'm going to keep going. So let's do these down here. A little bit of ivory. Burnt carmine. India red. Blend that out with Ivory. And then dark red. And I think I'm going to add some black to these as well. Black and white, man. What would we do without it? Okay, black. Going really not a heavy touch on the black at all. Just kind of, maybe it's a little lighter than medium pressure, somewhere between light and medium. I got some black on this one where I didn't want it. I think I went up too far on that. I don't know if that'll take care of it or not. No, it just makes it muddy. Maybe we'll put pink, burnt carmine on there and see if that. Oh, I think it's okay. All right. Keep going. Ivory. Burnt carmine. I don't know what's squeaking. Something. I keep hearing something squeaking, but I don't know where it's coming from. Okay. Indian red, or India red. And with the ivory. dark red. And then black. Okay, so I'm thinking that I might even do this strand of beads as another color and this, because they're definitely different sizes. And that will allow me to get some other colors of beads going in here, so it kind of mixes it all up. So what do we think about this strand being green? I'm thinking that I will like that. But what green? We could do like a hooker's green. I don't know that I want to do the colors that I used in the leaves. I want to do something a little bit different. And not the yellowy colors that we've got going in the leaves. So we could do juniper green because there's not enough. See, here I am all zoomed in, and sorry about that, you guys. We could do, again, we could do hooker's green, or we could do juniper green, which is in the leaves, but it's not the predominant color. So that is the direction that I'm leaning. So I'm going to try that. And we'll just see what happens. Okay, so do I want to lay down? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to put, it's actually they're small beads, so it's really barely a little yellow mark there. All right, here we go. Juniper green. Maybe we do like yellow for the top beads. Okay, it's interesting how flat they look until you start adding all of those darker colors. But something there's, I'm not in love with that. So now I'm like, maybe I need to add some yellow green into there. I don't know. That makes me nervous. I don't think I'm gonna like it. Let me try this. I'm gonna try this earth green, but I think it's too close to the other one that I just laid down. It is. You know what? All right, gosh darn it. What happens if I add this cadmium yellow? Cadmium yellow lemon. I like it better. But it needs the dark. So do we find a really dark green? Let's do Chrome Oxide Green, and if that's not dark enough, then we'll go with black. Or maybe brown. Okay, Chrome Oxide Green. Sorry about that. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. And anytime somebody calls in while I'm filming, it shuts off the video. So that was what that was all about. Okay, I like that, but we are going to need some black. So let's do the black. Yay! Okay, I like that. I think that right there is a bead, a wood bead like these. I do. So let me fix that. I'm going to put some Caput Mortem here. And some walnut brown. And I'm looking at this little section, and I think I made that skin, but it's really dark. So I'll just lighten that up a little bit. And put a little bit more of this. Let's see, I want the violet. Caput Mortem violet on this bead. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking green beads in here in the center, and we might as well do them the same. So I'm going to do some green. This is Juniper Green, and then I'm going to cover it with the Cadmium Lemon Yellow. And then we'll go straight to black because they're little. Oh, that's green too right there. Okay, so now we have to decide what color to do that. And I am inclined to do that set of beads in yellow. And then this set of beads, we can do like a yellow bead and a red bead and make that kind of multicolored. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's just take a look at it. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, and just like that, my fingers are magically all fixed and not ugly anymore. I got that phone call that I got was from my nail salon asking me if I could come in early. So I said yes and got that done and out of the way. So I bet you're just thrilled to hear that. So where were we? We were going to do this bangle in something close to yellow. So let's do that, and then we'll get this one done for today, and then we'll do the mushrooms and the background on the last video. So I'm going to start again with the ivory, and I don't know why, because these beads are so tiny that it's probably not going to do any good, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then I don't know how dark yellow I want to go, so I'm going to start with cream, and then we can keep adding as needed. So this is pretty light, but I do kind of want it a bit light. Let's use the light yellow ochre as the dark color that goes underneath the bead here. And that way we can keep some brightness up top. They're little. It's not going to be much to do here. Okay, and then I think we're going to use burnt sienna. Let's try that as one more layer of color. Hey, Coop. How you doing, sweetheart? How's my boy? Okay, and then let's do, instead of black, let's do the walnut brown. Thank you for slobbering all over my hand, Cooper. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just needed that dark. Okay, good. I like it. I kind of feel like the shadow, though, underneath these needs to be a little more either pronounced or a little darker. I think we used, you know, one of the brown skin tones to do that, but I'm thinking that I want black. I hope that's right. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. So I'm kind of feeling like if we do these mushrooms in red, I almost feel like I want a little bit more red on these beads here. So I should probably wait until after I've done the mushrooms. But I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do it. So a little bit more red on these beads. I got panicky for a second and thought I picked up the wrong color because the shaft is so light, but no, it's dark red. Okay, if we have to add a lighter, brighter red later, we will do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Okay, so this bead in the middle should either be red and yellow or green and yellow. And my instinct is saying, I don't have an instinct. I can't decide because part of me wants it to be red and part of me wants it to be green. I think I'm going to do green. So let's do the, let's make these with ivory to start, and we can always add more yellow. And then in this case, I think I do want it to be a yellowy, bright green. So I'm going to start with this May green. I'm going to need it to be way darker than that to be happy. Where's my olive? Nope. Permanent green olive. do that. That's better. Much better. Okay, and then Chrome Oxide Green is going to go on the inside. And maybe a little bit on the outside edge here. That's not bad. Black. And then let's get those beads brighter yellow. I'm not sure how bright I want to go. I think that the light ochre is going to be too, not bright enough. So let's try dark Naples ochre. That's a pretty yellow. Like there's no way I'm going to be saving that cream that I put down. These are just too small of circles. But I like the color. But now I need to do something to make those stand out. So this is Burnt Umber. Nope. It's going to have to be black, I think. Because right now they are not popping. I'm thinking I'm going to put a little dot of white Posca on there. But let's do the black and try and make that bead look a little more three-dimensional. Well, that didn't help a whole lot. Okay, this is my little Posca pen, and we're just going to put a dot in the center. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay. At this point, it's just going to be pick a color and do a bead because I want them to all be a little different. I can't hold on to my pencils. So I'm going to do a yellow one here. And then a red one. Not Indian red. Probably burnt carmine. I don't know that I want no, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for the dark red. What the heck? Let's see what happens. I can always erase it, right? Maybe I'll use... does it really matter? Does it really, really matter? Probably not. They're small enough that it's not. However, I am going to use this white Prisma right there. Okay, and we are going to have to put some shading underneath this for it to look right. Okay, another green bead. Oh, this is where this white Prisma is really going to come in handy, I think. Let's do we want to make it symmetrical? Maybe. Sure. Let's make it symmetrical. There's the yellow. And the red. With a little bit of white. Let's see if I go even further. I feels like this is really washed out to you guys, and I don't know why. When I look in the camera, it's quite washed out compared to what it really looks like. So I'm not sure why that is. No, I don't know, because my lighting is the same as it always is. So I apologize. When I get a photo at the end and it scrolls down at the end of the video, that photo is almost always the exact color that the page really is. So there you go. All right, we have one more bead to do, and I don't know what color to do it. I think I'm going to do it in yellow. It's a big bead, excuse me, but it looks like it's part of this colored strand. So I'm going to do it in a color, and I think I'll do yellow. So this is Naples Yellow. And light yellow ochre. And let's do some, I think I want to do sienna brown. Burnt sienna, not sienna brown. I get my Prismacolor colors names and my Polychromos names mixed up. There we go, that's nice. Okay, that works for me. So now we have to decide really quick about the shadow. Do I like the shadow staying this reddish skin tone, or do I want to add a little bit of the black? Apparently I want to add a bit of the black because that's what I'm doing. I think that'll be okay. This is probably okay as it is. Was I in frame for that? I hope so. Yeah, it's really interesting. It looks quite different when I look at it from my camera, because I'm standing up and looking. I wonder why it looks so washed out. It did get cloudy outside since I've been away, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. We do have to think about some shadows, at least right here under her, on her skin where the tassels are. So I'm just going to add, I don't even know if this is right or not. Shadows are still one of those things that I'm not very skilled at. I just kind of wing it and hope that it doesn't look wrong. I know some of what should happen and what it should look like, but not always. And I wish I would get better at that. Okay. What do we have left? This up here, and then I think that the page is done, but for the mushrooms. I did notice that I forgot to do her eyebrows, and when I did my editing in Photoshop and made all the lines around her thin, I also went through and erased some of the heavy blackness in the eyebrows, because I didn't know what color hair I would want to do on a page, and I didn't want her to have black eyebrows and, you know, blonde hair. So this is Bistre, and I'm just going to put that in so we can at least get her eyebrows to match her hair a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, we still have to do the jewelry. Well, we're going to probably do that on the next video because we're probably running out of time here. But I feel like I really want to get at least this done. So now the question is, do I make that colored or make that like a brown wood? I'm tempted to make it colored, but I don't want to go too crazy. So what do I do? Well, I'm going to start by putting black in here because this is kind of like the recessed part anyway. All right, what color are we going to do that? I'm going to treat this like like part of this. So what color am I going to do that? I think I'm going to go ahead and do it like it's wood and not painted wood, but real wood. So let's do a little bit of ivory right in the center. I don't know if I should do like the Caput Mortem. This is burnt sienna. Let's just see what this looks like on its own. I'm starting off really, really light. The reason I was debating is because there's a lot of brown going on here, and I feel like that's going to be too much brown. We're going to have to do this color. So the nice thing about going really lightly is it's really easy to take away. So let's do it green. Yeah, green. Okay. I'm wondering. I'm going to try this earth green. Because although I like to keep my color palette somewhat limited, I also don't like the same shade of green over and over and over and over again. And I think the page is more interesting when there's a little variation of color. So that's how I feel about that. I'm going to do this in the same color. And then maybe we'll do this and something else. Okay, so that was earth green. And now I'm going to use Juniper Green. The eraser did kind of affect the paper a little bit right here. And it made it a little, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a tiny little bit tore up. So here's my white Prisma. Sometimes that does a nice job of smoothing things out for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that black back in. And now some brown. Burnt Umber or Walnut? Which one do I want? Burnt Umber. Burnt Umber. hate it. I do want to do a little black right there. And even a little bit more black under here. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost done. Okay. God, I feel very undecided. I don't know what I want to do there. So while I'm figuring it out, I'm going to take some black and put some shadow under here. Yeah, I don't know. Should we do more yellow? Should we do more of... Okay, that's what we're going to do. Decision made. So, Ivory. I know we didn't use this particular color in the owl, but I'm going to use Naples Yellow. And then light yellow ochre. And then burnt sienna. I like that. I do. Okay, should we put some of the carmine color as this band here? Or should we keep with the greens and golds? I don't want to go too crazy with... Oh, my goodness, I just don't know. In the meantime, while I figure it out, I'm going to take some of my Prismacolor White. I don't even know if this is going to do anything, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. Yep. Okay. This is dumb. I feel very... Yeah, it's just dumb. Okay, make a decision. I'm going to do... I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's do Caput Mortem Violet. Why not? Oh, that's going to be really close to her. Well, you guys, I don't know. All right, look, I'm just doing it. It might not be right because it's kind of close to her hair color, but I don't care. Okay, I'm going to add some of this India red, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. You know, I never realized how much he barks throughout this day until I get on camera and he's barking constantly. Okay, I like that. In fact, I might even take some of that Indian red and just put that in here too. And let's just do that. Let's do some more of this. This is light yellow ochre. And for some reason, I don't know why, I want that to be white or light. Okay, I'm going to use this India red on here. And then use the ivory. Yeah, I like that. Okay, good. Because I'm not crazy about the color after I erased. I'm not crazy about how that turned out. I wonder if I add some. Where is that? This one. We'll just brighten it up a little bit. Yep, okay. Cadmium Lemon Yellow. And I'm just going to go on the top. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that is where we're at. What do we have left to do? The mushrooms, her face jewelry, and her, I guess we'll call that a tattoo. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to kind of do it in black. You know what? I really am tempted to do it in black. Shall we do it in black? Let's do it in black. Right now. I don't know. I don't know why. I think we've got a lot of color going on, and I want to do a little bit of something different here. I like it in black. It's kind of Ines Guerrero-ish. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so gosh, we're so close to being done with everything. Part of me wants to just keep going. No, we better not. We better save it because we're at like probably almost 2.5 hours. So this is where we're going to stop for today. And I'm really liking the way it's turning out. I'm happy. I hope you like it. I hope you're having fun coloring along with me if you are. And thank you so much for just being here, for just being a part of my coloring family. And until I see you guys on the next video, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and happy coloring. Bye.